and we can get this fucking dog and pony show on the road. All right, so we'll do a quick recap over what happened in the first session. So you guys obviously got introduced to the world we're in here, and the fact that one kid was found dead a few months ago, and another kid has recently gone missing. You guys went and you searched where the dead kid was found on the edge of the woods. You went to go deeper into the woods, but you were approached by a group of bullies. Oliver had a fucking insane roll and fended them off with empathy. And you also discovered that currently the entrance to Crow's Perch Woods is blocked off, and there's not much you can do about it right now. So you found the receipt and decided to check out the record store. And Mitch told you guys that John Ryan used to shop there, and he told you that he was acting a little weird the day he came in and bought that record. And this all corroborated the fact that Artie snuck in the back and essentially found out all of this information as well.
He had a beautiful mind moment.
Yeah. And at that point, that was the end of the session, and you guys decided to hang out at the hideout to end that session, and I believe you all decided that you were going to investigate either John's house or his locker at school.
Yeah, I don't. We took a vote on which one, right?
Did we take?
We all know democracy is fucking mob rule, so let's figure something out here. We all know democracy is an abysmal failure, so let's find something else here. How about you guys do whatever you want to?
Are we starting off in the hideout, or?
Well, yeah, because the way each session works is that it'll be it starts off with you guys doing what you would do. Shut the fuck up, Einstein.
Yeah, I'm putting him out of the
Jesus
room.
Christ.
Hang on,
Get out!
Don't you mean that precious baby?
He is an adorable dog. I'm just fucking around.
My dog's downstairs fucking barking too. If I had like regular speakers open right now, he'd be losing his shit.
I was saying earlier, if you didn't get your microphone fixed, we would just assume that after his 13th rejection on retro-futuristic Tinder, he would decide to just shoot up the school, and that's where this scene would go.
Sorry about that. Should be okay.
All right. Yeah, so we're going to start at each of your guys, where you want to go from here. Nobody has any conditions, so I don't think any of you guys need to.
No, I did.
You did.
I'm scared.
You did, but you spent the night hanging out with your bros.
Well, I already had this. I remember. If I remember correctly, Artie had already had this place kind of like he had a little.
Yeah,
place
yeah.
Set up in a corner here, so I'm gonna say like in that little section too, he's got his favorite song like on a record.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing from his dad from like Russia.
Yeah, but it doesn't play at 45 or 33. It plays at some weird USSR speed. It's like 37.3.
Yeah, like that's what the record's supposed to be played at, but it's an American record player.
Yeah, so it just.
I have forgotten, outside of playing this game for a fucking week, to ask you. Your name's not Artemis, then, right? Is that just a strictly female name?
Artemis? No, that's not a strictly female.
Is that unisex?
It's 2019, bro.
Yeah,
Actually, it's 1985, buddy.
It's 2019, bro. Artemis can be whatever it wants.
I know. I just wasn't sure. I thought it was.
No, there's a character in the Forgotten Realms. He's a guy, assassin.
Oh, that fictional world that doesn't exist where they.
Yeah.
Start.
Like the one we're in right now.
Well,
Yeah.
how do you know it doesn't exist?
Okay, all right, fair play. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say that's what he did. He was
All right, so he changes his name to Artemo, and he is now a dude, and we're all good.
It's me, Artemo.
Artemo.
Italian.
I'm no longer a Russian communist. I'm an Italian that fled fascism, and now I plumb pipes in Middleton, Delaware. Oh shit. All right, so yeah, we will now go into phase one, which now, yeah, I wiped your status. You are no longer afraid because you listened to whatever those fucking Russian moon letters are and whatever that song's called.
Yeah.
And
It's
it wiped away your fear. And also, I gave you all 3 experience based on what we did last session. So you guys all have 3 XP.
if you guys get a chance, you really should listen. Just copy and paste that song. It
You,
is.
you shouldn't.
I-
It's nightmare fuel. You shouldn't. Don't do it.
You listened to it. You thought it was good.
I know. It sounds like a nightmare.
It's great.
All right, so we're basically like individually slash as a group deciding. We have 2 choices. We're either going to John's.
it's the next day, so you guys have to go to fucking school.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, boner.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's okay. We want to go to the school.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can check out homie's locker if you so
most ones,
choose.
they play louder than everyone else.
Wait, what's that?
He said the website is louder than us, so
Oh, shit. I might come with my speakers. I didn't. There we go.
yeah, I adjusted the music volume. I don't think Roll20 has a default volume option yet, and if it does, then I fucking patently ignored it.
There we go.
CSEC.
Yeah. I'm
Nice.
glad you noticed. I'm glad someone did. I didn't think there were any Mass Effect fans in here, but that makes me happy. All right, so I digress. So you are all at the high school now. You guys aren't necessarily in the same class, so let's just say you're all trying to figure out a way to meet up and break into a kid's locker, which is public property, so you better not hope the fucking police see you because they will murder you and your dog.
Okay.
As they do and have done for all of time.
No, you know what? This is a fantasy land, so you know what? I'm gonna make it so that cops are nice and actually
Cops are very nice.
cops are nice. They care about your rights.
And they give you. Well,
They help
we
you
have.
break into the fucking locker. What can we do for you?
What can we do
We've
for
got
you?
pet-
Are you
we've
kids
got-
trying to solve a murder? Let us actually help and not just commit them. Oh
So
fuck.
are we what's the scene? Are we like walking into school together and trying to game plan before we all go to our separate like?
Yeah, I
homeroom?
was saying.
Yeah, let's do that. It's the start of the day, and you're all showing up after a long, exhausting night of not fighting bullies in the woods because the fucking nerd on your team was able to just talk you guys out of it.
Because everyone knows nerds are very socially.
Yeah.
You know.
Kid hasn't even seen a titty in a magazine yet managed to fucking talk off a group of 3 dudes ready to whoop everyone's ass.
He just threw the art of war at all of them.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess what was my fucking accent? I guess I'm just throwing out like what time we meeting up here, gang? I can get into that locker, no problem. I just need to know between what class, what time, what's our game plan here?
Why don't we dip out at lunch?
Oh, lunch B&E. I'm into it. All right, everybody's eating. Tell me.
I'll grab sandwiches.
Hi, Rory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, McLovin. I told her what time it was.
So, lunchtime. We gotta figure out what kind of plan as far as if anyone catches.
Well, I think another idea. Does anybody know like what Timmy was doing too before he went?
Tommy, I mean,
Was it Tommy?
Tommy.
we're looking for Johnny though.
Okay.
Yeah, you're looking for John's stuff right now. You could probably give Tommy's locker a whack.
Why not both?
Okay, no los dos.
Well, yeah, only because they're. I mean,
No, Spanish people don't exist in this universe.
We've won the war on immigration.
In this universe, the fucking wall was built. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube and get banned immediately.
well, yeah, I just figured that we could check out both because Timmy just went missing too.
Was it Timmy or Tommy?
Tommy. Fuck.
I'm just gonna change it to Timmy so that Phil doesn't have to work too hard.
All right. Well, how about me and Artie go check out Timmy Tommy's, and the rest of y'all check out John's. We meet back up right towards the end of lunch. Just kind of go over what we found, figure out what we're doing once we get out of here.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
What's up, babe?
What was that, Artie?
Who you calling babe? You're not lighting the loafers, are you, Artie?
Yeah, we're gonna sneak off together.
It's like Fred and Daphne, except it's Clint and Artie just sneak off to go bang while fucking Maxine and Oliver are gonna get high and raid the fridge.
I throw my cloak up. Like, you come over here, nobody can see us.
Come over here, I'll blow you. I'll do it, man.
Hey Clint, what happens in the cloak stays in the cloak.
He just wraps it around his waist like a hoodie. Alright, so
Alright, so who wants to raid the locker first?
I guess we'll go. We go to Tommy's locker. We do that.
Alright, and just, we're going to assume that you guys went through your first couple classes kind of eagerly awaiting the opportunity to go and try and get like another possible clue for what the actual fuck is going on here. And so the lunch bell rings and you rush out into the hallway and find each other so you can try to figure out where his locker is and what could possibly be in it.
Oh yeah, I guess we should have figured out where his locker was, right? I'm assuming there's like a senior hall or something, right? That we kind of scoot over to.
Well, John was a senior. Tommy is younger.
Oh, we're
He's a
doing
younger
Tommy, that's
classman.
right.
Yeah. You could try and talk to some fellow students. You could try and talk to some of the teachers. In fact, if you don't want to go right to lunch, you could try to ask some of your classmates before lunch arrives, if you want to do it that way.
Yeah, I figure like I'm like whispering in one of my fucking classes I really don't care about, which is almost all of them, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know, getting the attention of whoever next to me, and just kind of striking up a conversation about Tommy and just asking like, where his locker was, if they have any idea. Do we know like what grade he was in? I don't know if it's like, I don't know, any kind of info on like where we could hone in on it.
It's
I know
real.
This isn't
It's
the main mystery or
it's
anything,
real.
but
No, this is the main mystery. That's the thing. You're trying to find
finding
clues.
his locker, but
Yeah. No,
he
that's
found the locker. The game's over.
no. No. There is plenty more.
I'm locked in the locker the whole time.
That dumb asshole got himself locked in the locker, and we forgot that he was a mute all along. And he's also paralyzed from the waist up, so he couldn't knock on it. And his legs were too cramped to kick it. Mystery solved. Good job, gang. It was Tommy's dumb ass all along.
So I'm just asking, like, I don't know, Jimmy. Like, hey, Jim, you know where, what would be a good reason to want to go in a fucking missing person's locker?
He borrowed a book from you.
There it is.
That's a good lie, Oliver.
That's good shit, you fucking lying sack of shit.
You're gonna make a great fucking boy. You're gonna abuse a great girlfriend one day.
I just say, yeah. I said, look, man, I know this sounds kind of weird, but Tommy borrowed my physics 101 book, AP, and I know he went missing. I'm not trying to sound like like I don't give a shit or nothing, but I need the book back, or I'm gonna fail this fucking class. I'm already failing the rest. I gotta get that book back, man. You know where his locker is?
All right. Roll. Say, roll.
Charm.
I'm gonna say roll charm. You son of a bitch.
First success.
Son of a bitch. Well, it turns out that the kid you were talking to is kind of a friend of a friend, mutual friend that knew Tommy. And he knows that his locker was 302.
Good shit, my man. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. That's good. You need any kind of tune-up, you know who to come to, man. If you know what I mean.
Oh my god, just roll Rory a fucking sheet already. Jesus Christ.
I know. She keeps asking if she could play with us. I'm like, well, it's a little bit too...
It's too edgy up in here.
Yeah.
Last week we were like, the thing is, Uncle Ryan is the...
Uncle Ryan's gonna say fuck a bunch.
I have
that's the
always
least of it.
I have always spoken to Rory like an adult, even when she was like barely a human. I was just like, "Oh, hey kid, what's going on? How's your
How
day?"
the fuck are you?
Eh. What's good, little nibba?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and investigate and see if I could find. What is that sound? What is that? Oh shit! Sorry, Rory's computer's.
Are you rolling investigate in real life?
Okay. No, I'm gonna try and find like Tommy's like circle of like
Jerks.
Yeah, his jerk friends, and kind of like follow them around. Oh Christ.
Well, I mean, Clint knows where his locker is. So if you wait, you can glean
Well,
the
yeah,
information
but
from
I-
him. But if you wanna try and do your own meta investigation,
Well, no, because I figured because we don't
I guess
have
you're trying
we're
to
not.
get, like,
you guys, you're not in shop class, so he figured it
we're
out.
Not, we're not in
And
class together, so the only thing I know is like we got to figure out where Tommy is, and I'm meeting Clint to go to well, I'm gonna meet up with Clint to try and get to his locker. So
Yeah.
I don't know at this point that he knows where. The
yeah,
locker
yeah,
is.
because the T-Mobile sidekick wasn't invented yet, so you can't.
yeah.
So you don't have a cool and hip way to communicate with each other just yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna I guess investigate. I have 0 success. My investigation sucks. My mind is terrible.
So much for a beautiful mind.
Yeah,
you're not even role playing anymore, buddy.
No, his character said that. My mind is terrible.
0 successes in real life too.
We're getting a little too meta. All right, so yeah, you try to ghost some kids to hopefully get some new information, but all you pretty much ended up finding was which kids did cocaine in the bathrooms, in between classes. You already had a sneaking suspicion that they got a little bit chatty after fourth period, but now you know for sure.
Yeah.
Who knows? Jot that down. Might be useful later. Who does coke?
Dude, where's your cattle rancher? Ever heard in that cattle?
All right, so now
Resting.
Oliver and Maxine can try to figure out where Johnny's locker is.
He's the senior?
Yes.
Okay. So we'd have to go to some senior kids.
So I would imagine that Maxine would probably have better senior connection than
Yeah,
Oliver
kind of an
would.
in.
Yeah, because there's always those older kids that hang out with younger kids because they're emotionally stunted and all that fun stuff.
Maybe she's into some sketchy shit.
Yeah.
She's done some shady dealings with them.
Yeah. So do it out. Do it up.
Alright. So she goes up and just tries to like call them over, get their attention. She's like, "Hey guys, what's going on? Listen, I don't want to get too much into the details, but I was wondering if you guys know where Johnny's locker is."
All right, and let's see what kind of a check this will be. Since you're talking to older kids, that technically qualifies. Adults are a little bit out of touch. So, yeah, I think that would also kind of be charm, trying to get them to take you a little seriously.
Would I have to use my mind stat for that?
Roll charm. Slug in a ditch. Sorry, Max, can't help you, bro.
It's alright though.
And then if Oliver wants to attempt anything, he absolutely can. Since he's the nerdy kid, he could probably talk to some of the teachers. And since he's apparently so fucking good at like lying, he could probably make up a pretty good excuse to for a teacher to be like, "Oh yeah, his lockers, blah blah blah."
Yeah. I was thinking more along the lines of maybe trying to use like a school computer.
That's fucking perfect.
Oh, good shit.
That is perfect. I love that. Let's go with that.
So I happen to be in computer class, and instead there's a local network or something like that, and I have to try to see if I can get into like the actual school records. That would be the role.
Yeah. Let's see. Roll program. Yo, Oliver is your guy's fucking ace in the hole, dude. This kid. This fucking kid. Alright, so, Oliver, the crafty son of a bitch that he is able to... No, God, sorry, sneezed. Is able to essentially break into the... is able to break into the school's records. And he comes across one of which is the locker assignments that are done at the beginning of the year. And it turns out that John's locker is 306.
Alright. So we're going to be in the same hall.
Kids in the hall.
Since I'm already since I'm already in that computer program that has the locker assignments, I can see if maybe it records the locker combinations as well.
Oh, you crafty bitch. Yes. For here, I would say, hold on, let me look at my cheat sheet here, just to make sure I'm making the right associations here. Yeah, roll calculate.
Alright.
Jesus Christ, this kid! Sorry, I'm just taking some notes. Yeah, so Oliver is able to not only break into the system to find the locker numbers, but he is able to get into the administrative side where he can see the locker combinations. And since he's in there, and since he got the locker number and combo, I'm going to say, let me see what your stats are looking like and what your skills are looking like here. Roll comprehend, and let's see what happens.
All right.
Jesus.
Yep. All right, so upon further investigation, you figure while you're looking at this information, you also find John's and Tommy's locker numbers and locker combinations. Since you rolled an extra success, you also realize that their lockers were extremely close to each other, and you find that that is kind of strange. So now you guys pretty much have all the information you need, so we can assume that, now that you've done your things, it is now lunchtime, and both groups are on their way to their respective lockers that they decided to find, and you see that you're all in the same hallway.
Now you guys had John's locker. We're going to Tommy's, man. Come on, you guys never listen. What the hell?
Interestingly enough, I found John's locker in the computer, and while I was in there, I realized how close John and Tommy's lockers were. Additionally, while I was in there, I took the liberty of getting both of their locker combinations.
Yeah.
So you don't really have to worry about picking that lock.
Oh, all right. Why don't you take the stand here then, Ollie? Seems like you got things under control.
All right. So Tommy's locker's right over there, number 302. His combination is 12, 32, 15.
There you go.
All right, I popped that bad boy open.
All right. What's in there?
All right, so you open Tommy's locker, and you find pretty much standard fare you'd expect. An old lunch, some textbooks, a coat.
Can we look through the coat pockets?
Absolutely. If you would like to investigate further, by all means.
Should I roll a check?
Yes, that would be investigate.
All right.
All right, Maxine successfully investigates the pockets of the coat and finds some gum wrappers, some lint, and some other nondescript items.
Nice.
Real good, Maxine. You found it, didn't you?
Listen, I'm trying, okay?
It's worth a shot.
Anyone else? For bracket find anything in Tommy's locker, or should I just put up John?
Yeah, basically from what you guys have gathered is that Tommy's locker doesn't have anything obviously suspicious or different.
All right. So then I'll open Johnny's locker up. 40, 22, 17, and start looking around.
Pretty much similar to Tommy's. You see basic school stuff, some textbooks, some miscellaneous shit, love notes from the girls because he was the quarterback. But if you want to investigate further, you absolutely can.
I think we're already in here. It's worth looking a little bit closer at what's in there.
All right, Artemis is sneaking somewhere. What are you doing, you crafty fuck?
You're muted, buddy.
Damn it. I grab the love notes.
I was gonna ask if we could read them to figure something out. Like,
Well, they have vanished because Artemis has them.
Hey, maybe we should check out those. Huh?
what?
Artie's gonna keep those for later.
All right, I'm gonna look around a little bit more in the locker, just move some stuff around and see if there's anything that we missed on the first go around. What should I check?
Yeah, I'd say investigate. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be investigate. Ah, your
At least we know Nick can fail.
your RNG's run out.
Fucking
Yeah,
triple successes.
it seems like the lockers don't really have anything that is getting you any closer to figuring out just what the hell is going on. So now, as a group, you're kind of puzzled because it was like, man, this had to be it. This had to be the next step. So now you have to figure out, where you could possibly go next. Your other option was to check out their houses, possibly.
I think Johnny's bedroom, looking for that record, would be the place that I'd like to check next. Maybe we should make a plan for it.
No, I agree, and you know what? I'll just do it in character. I get. Did you? Assuming you said that in character, I'm just gonna agree and say like, well, let's grab some shit out of his locker, so it seems like we're going there for a reason. We're not just showing up, asking a bunch of questions.
Alright.
Let's steal from them.
Steal from a
Feel
dude.
The dead won't miss it, fellas.
So I grab like, I don't know, his
Technically
jacket
grave
or something.
robbers.
Yeah, and we are.
He ain't gonna pay the ferryman with his members only jacket. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, so you take. No, that's actually no, but honestly, that's a good idea. You take some of his belongings so that when you show up to like,
That was an accident.
so that when you show up to like, his grieving parents' house, they're not just like, what the fuck do you want? You could be like, oh, I found his jacket at school and I want to return it to him.
Hey, have you thought about your dead son lately?
Here's a reminder. Here's his members only jacket that will instantly remind you of him and probably still smells like him. Want to take a whiff?
I gotta take my dog
What
outside.
kind of relationship do we have?
All right, so Oliver takes his dog outside.
Alright, well, Clint's gonna take a piss then.
The GM is going to get a beer that doesn't exist, but he wishes he had, but he said no to them earlier because he's trying to avoid empty calories.
Maxine is going to stare at the GM disappointedly because she would also like beer.
Go run to the fucking liquor store then.
Now we're next to it. He said no.
Artie's gonna be like a cool kid and go smoke a cigarette.
Ooh, do we still have those ones that you got?
We do.
Oh, well then, yeah. While they're taking a leak, we'll take a quick bio break. Alrighty, I'm just gonna mute myself so that there's no ambient noise here. And we can just enjoy the CSEC music. Two left? Good. Yep.
I'm back.
They add vampire bats a rubber band. Cost more mana at first, then they don't have cost forever. Does bats shoot like poison out? Cloud bats. Yeah, cloud of bats summons like bats that fly around. Well, they'll get close to you. Bats. Do that a little.
All right.
I am here.
Word. I got myself a beer while I was at it.
What'd you get?
I took home some Philly Pale Ale from work.
Oh, okay.
You know, we do these big 19.2 ounce cans that they send to the stadium. And we got a few that got dropped on the ground, so can't sell them, but I can drink them.
I don't think I have any right now. Jay had some fucking breakfast stout, and what was the dogfish? It was the cans. So the recent seasonal.
Sequench or
Yeah, Sequench. That's what it was.
Yeah.
But I forgot them in Derek's car overnight, and in the morning his car was hot, and
Alright, I'm back. Trisha should be in shortly.
so Roy's switched over from the Demon Hunter to the Witch Doctor.
Yeah, I fucking looked at her profile. She's got like 80 characters. Like, pick one.
Yeah, yeah.
Pick one, let me power level it, and fucking get good.
What are you doing right now? Oh, you gotta find the cathedral. Man, that's a real long pee break.
Must be one of those peas out the ass.
There you go. Dude, your dogs will always stay with you. They eat fine. They're zombie dogs. There you go.
Oh, fuck being on the third floor. My God, I'm so out of breath. Jesus fucking Christ. And it's PA, so they're like super steep stairs, too.
Wait, does anybody really know where Tommy lives?
Yeah, we're going to assume that you guys have access to a fucking phone book.
Well, are we going to John's or to Tommy's?
Well,
That's up to you to decide.
Okay. Because I figure like John's is I mean, well, either one really. Like it's like a town-wide thing. We'd probably see their fucking house.
Exactly. And it's like it's one of those like it's not a supremely large town, so like it's one of those like everybody knows everybody kind of deals. It's like fucking Audubon Park. You can't throw a rock without hitting like 14 fucking people, you know.
Alright, so I figure we get there. Maxine, you're probably best with people. You should probably keep parents as occupied as you can. We'll do what we can, try to get in that room and see if we can't find that record.
All right, so we're at Johnny's.
Yeah, whose house would you like to go to?
I'm down to go to Johnny's. I can I told you guys before, I put my hood up. Nobody can see me.
Maxine also has a really high sneak stat, so either one of you could fucking break into shit. If one of you fails, another can try again.
Yeah.
So I did grab the jacket. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up and knock on the door and try to keep him occupied.
Whose house are you going to?
John's.
Okay, you're going to John's
yeah,
house.
John's
All right.
first, yeah.
All right, I just want to make sure.
And Artie still has the receipt, right? So, right? So you'd be able to see. We're looking for that record, if I remember correctly.
Well, Oliver has a receipt. No, Oliver has a receipt. I had the receipt number in my head.
Okay.
so-
Okay. In your beautiful mind.
He committed it to his beautiful mind.
Right. All right. I just go up and knock on the door.
A few seconds go by, and then you hear some rustling. And his father answers the door, and he just looks completely disheveled. I mean, he's in a bathrobe, just looks like me on a Sunday morning, just completely fucking useless. Yeah, who's there?
Do I have a last name? Just so
Did you not put one on your fucking character sheet?
No. I mean the guy, the John's dad.
Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan, yeah.
Ryan, that's it. Hey, Mr. Ryan. I guess I don't have to ask how you've been, but listen, I felt real weird for a while. I have some of John's things. It never really felt like the right time. It just kind of caught up with me. How long am I going to wait to do this? I just wanted to give them back to you. Make sure you guys are all right over here. I know this is sudden, but I can't put it off any longer.
The wound is still fresh, but I appreciate what you're doing here. Thank you for bringing this by.
Yeah, no problem. Is Miss Ryan home?
No, she's out of town with some family right now. I kind of have the house to myself.
All right. Well, I mean, how you been, man? I, I, I don't even know what to say. I'm at a loss here. I hope you understand. It's just I've never been in a situation like this, but I can't just not come by. Give you this stuff. Make sure you're all right.
Uh, I understand. You can see he's a little distressed having the topic brought up, but I appreciate you stopping by and dropping off this jacket. I never would have imagined a life without that poor boy, but
Yeah, he
here
was the
I
best
am.
man. He was the best of us. Is there anything I can see, anything of note, anyway, that matters, through the doorway or?
I mean, from what you can
Is it-
see,
well-
from what you can see on the surface level, is there's just kind of shit all over the place. Like neither of them have been cleaning. There's like plates of food from God knows when. They're obviously taking it very hard. There's empty glasses, empty bottles of liquor around the house.
And we did say we're coming up on the 1 year anniversary.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's been a while since he's been gone, but it's the first year is rough. So now the other characters, now that you've initiated conversation, the other characters can
Yeah, I was
you
gonna
can
say.
now you can now decide whether you want to.
I was gonna search the back of the house for a way in.
Okay.
Yeah, finally.
So yeah, finally, fuck yeah. All right, so while you're searching the back of the house, you find you're trying windows and seeing if any are open, but it turns out that the door on the back deck is straight up open.
All right, I'm gonna.
And since you got an extra success, nobody noticed that you did it. You completely solid
Quickly-
snaked it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna try and. Hey, Maxine, the back door's open. Think we can try and get up into his room from there.
Yeah. Let's roll.
So yeah, that's for getting up into his room.
All right, Maxine, roll sneak.
Why?
All right, so Artemis slips by, but Maxine has tripped. And let me do a real quick GM thing here.
Can't just to interject. Can't Phil with a extra success? I don't know if he gave him another thing. I don't know if I missed it, but can't he give a success to someone else?
He did. He gave me quickly quietly.
Yeah, did it? Yeah,
okay.
did it completely
Yeah.
quietly.
Yeah.
Like whereas you guys didn't even notice, and the only reason Maxine did is because he called out to her.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Oh.
So she could horribly let him down.
Well, Artie slipped up there, but upon tripping, Mr. Ryan hears the crash and turns around. What the hell are you kids doing here?
Wait, no. So Artie slipped by. He's like
Artie
up.
slipped by, but he noticed
upstairs.
Maxine tripping by the
Okay.
door. And now he looks back to Clint and Oliver, and he's like, what the fuck are you kids doing here? Come on out with it.
Mr. Ryan, this chick's she's always causing trouble around school. I don't know what she's doing here, man. Maxine, what the fuck you doing here?
Yeah, man, I'm just troubled. I'm sorry.
Having a heart-to-heart here.
I'm gonna just dip.
You guys can roll charm to try and talk your way out of it. Fucking introvert.
I'll roll
Introvert.
charm.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
We're finally getting successes tonight. Shit.
I think one of us.
I like that it feels good in this game to get a success. Like,
I
it's
know.
like-
It really does. Yeah.
It's rewarding, yeah.
yeah, it is. It is.
All right, so Clint, you successfully talk him out of it, and you explain that Maxine's just the explorative, extroverted kind of type, and she doesn't mean any harm. And Maxine plays off of that, and she's like, "Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I was just fucking around. I didn't mean to intrude." And he buys it for some fucking bizarre reason.
Mr. Ryan, you fucking idiot. Did you really just believe that shit?
You dumb bastard.
What?
All right, so Artie is successfully in John's room. He has snuck into the house. He found the obvious boys' room, littered with football trophies and posters of athletes and shit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and try and look around, find anything. Yeah, I'm gonna try and search for the record, the said record, or any other sign of what.
All right, your investigation roll was correct.
I guess what is hidden here and where is it?
You find the nondescript record, kind of hanging out loosely underneath the foot of his bed, which catty corner to that is like his record player and his hi-fi setup and his speakers and all that. So you find the record.
And then I guess, well, on the cheat sheet it says I get to ask 2 questions.
Well, that's if you get bonuses, I believe.
Okay. Okay. All right, then I'm just gonna, I guess.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no. On success, you ask 2 questions. What is hidden? What is hidden is the record, and it's hidden at the foot of his bed.
Okay. Yeah. So I stash that in my pack, and I'm gonna.
You hide
gonna
it in your
assume that
cloak
I
of
heard-
invisibility.
Yeah. Put it right in the. I got like a pocket sleeve right on the inside. It fits. What's it? Is it a 45?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So slip that in there. I'm guessing I heard I heard the ruckus from them.
You indeed did.
So
Because on her failure, everyone kind of heard the trip and fall.
yeah. I'm gonna try and see if I can't figure out another way out. So I could roll another investigate.
We could probably just lump that into a sneak roll
Okay. All right. Yeah. So
because you're going to attempt to sneak back out, and it
Yeah.
will very likely be another route.
All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna attempt to back out.
Ooh, damn.
All right.
So,
I throw my cloak up.
well, you see that in this gorgeous split level home
wait.
that it's
You know,
not a very a very
Whoa.
long drop. So you are able to go out the window, and you're now outside of the house.
It's what like a. I'm gonna go ahead and try and jump down. Whether we move or just straight up body.
Like I said, we can roll this as part of the sneak process, essentially.
Okay, yeah,
So
yeah,
it's like
yeah,
on
yeah.
successful sneak, you got out of the house.
I'm out.
So you out there, and you've got the record in hand.
So literally, well, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull my cloak up and I'm just gonna run down the street
Uh-huh.
and I'm flapping my cape and I'm going caw, caw, caw.
And now the game has devolved into a fucking Blind Melon music video.
Yeah,
Mr.
it's
Ryan,
like
you got a
it's
lot
like
of dumb birds around here. Dumb birds and stuff you got around here. A whole lot of them sounds like. Very
That's
loud.
that goddamn commie boy, isn't it? The hell you doing hanging around with that kid?
Hanging around with it. He's just calling out in the street, man. I got nothing to do. Believe me, I got nothing to do with that kid. Big bag of fucking weird, if you ask me.
Well, if you're done here, kids, I'd best be getting back to it.
Well, yeah, listen. You ever come down to over to my place. You know, Uncle Rickon has. You know what he has. He's got the. It rhymes with boom bine. He needs something to burn the eyelashes right off you. I'll tell him to set you up, man.
Whatever you say, Clint. You kids have a good day now.
All right, Mr. Ryan, you too.
And he shuts the door behind him. So now you've watched the romper room kid run down the street flapping his fucking cape.
Are we missing Nick? Nick has been pretty silent. Do we have him or no?
He's muted.
Not. Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, my dog was going crazy, and you guys were doing all right. So.
It's all good.
All right.
Just want to make sure you're still here.
Yeah, I'm like down the end of the street, like in the bush, still like softly calling, like kind of like trying to like.
Artie, you don't gotta
A crow, a raven called at my window 3 times. Call. Well, you know what a crow sounds like. And then I trod on a piece of Lego. Oi, went right in the heel. And then the reception on my TV wasn't great. Not terrible, just not great. But an ill wind is blowing. No good can come of your trip to the theater. My sincerest apologies. I can't ignore an IT crowd reference. So you found out that the combination to the locker was 011899988199725 Oh shit.
Guys, I got it. I got it. I got the
also,
record.
like parenthetically, we didn't set up the hideout, right? So like none of our shit's there except for Artie, of course.
I mean, if you want to like work that into like when you stayed there the first night, you grabbed some things and brought them over. So like, yeah, we can, for all intents and purposes, it's set up. You've got some shit.
Well, Artie said he had already listened to his record.
Yeah, Artie's stuff is there.
Oh yeah. Okay, fair play. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, Artie, you said you got something we can play that on back at the old hideout we haven't named yet over there.
Oh yeah, I got this nice record player from Hellbat Records. Like last year.
What is this? What is this product placement, Artie? It's a record player. We get it. All right.
I mean, it's the story that counts. but all right, we can.
Dude, one note has so much more feeling than like 1,000 notes, bro. Musical talent means nothing with music, dude. That one note has so much more feeling because it was played on a telly with a capo through a fucking orange amp and head with a really with an overused wah pedal,
You can have that sticker.
some reverb and some A minor sevenths.
When was the last time you were actually impressed when someone was like, "I have an orange head"? Like, well, I'm not.
I was like, oh man, I could throw $600 in the garbage too.
Anyway, Artie, that's a good idea. Let's go play it on that record player you got from Hellbat Records.
Trademark.
TM.
I mean, Mitch told me if I said that every time, he'd take 50 cents off.
Yeah, he's a big old goofball, isn't he, Mitch?
Oh,
He's
fuck.
gonna come up with a jingle for Hellbat Records.
Yeah, seriously. Anytime any of us says Hellbat, it plays. There it is again.
Artie's about to get taken out.
Yep,
The clerk
that's
who
it.
never
Right,
shirks Hellbat.
Alright, guys, the only thing is, like, we have to, like, I have to light the candles when we use the record player. It's like kind of a thing.
So you can summon Baphomet. Got it.
Whatever you gotta do, man.
Yeah, let me help you, Artie.
What do you do?
I've got my lighter that I use on my filterless Lucky Strikes that I smoke every day.
TM.
All right, so I put it on the player. Strike up the needle.
Oh, we're doing heroin, dude? Hang on a second. I thought this was a game about kids.
Damn, the Muddy Waters record just turned into an Alice in Chains record.
Fucking hell.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, so you play the record. And at first you just hear, like, you know, that standard needle scratch, dust all caught up in the wheats. And then it starts playing, and you hear what kind of sounds like music, but it sounds almost like someone just kind of speaking. But you can't really make out the words. It's just very garbled and low, but it's just, it gives you all a feeling of unease.
Hey, I think I have an idea, guys. Can we get this thing to play backwards, maybe?
Oh, we got some real satanic shit happening here, huh?
It's like those rock bands in the 70s. They used to hide shit in their fucking records.
I never found a reverse button. I don't think there's a reverse button, but if you're really careful,
You won't accidentally make a Run DMC record.
Let me see if I can switch some shit around. I don't know any like record player terms, so like I don't know like all you gotta flip the doodad. I don't know.
I mean, you can reverse the polarity on the motor.
All you gotta do is reverse the polarity on the motor. Thank you, buddy.
I did zero research on my character's abilities.
You want to swap characters real quick?
yeah, I'll be already for sure.
All right, so
Doing
Clint
a southern accent.
Clint can roll Tinker to see if he can successfully reverse the polarity.
Yeah, I'll reverse the polarity.
You absolutely do. And since you got another success, you reverse it again, and now it's in forward mode.
Just don't crisscross.
No, but since you were able to do that and you got another success, I'm going to say that you can grant that success to another kid that they can use at another time.
So like pick one now.
Yeah.
Use it. Okay.
Or honestly, let's just say we can put that in your pocket. You've got an extra success.
Put it in your back pocket.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to put that in my inventory because I'll forget about
I'm doing it right now.
Okay, thank you, buddy. Yeah.
Put it in a Ziploc bag.
All right, so you play the record in reverse from the center out, and now it just sounds like muffled speech but backwards. It's somehow still just as disconcerting as it was when you played it forwards.
It's double backwards. We have to play it sideways.
All we gotta do is reverse the polarity of the vinyl record there, turn it into a compact disc, and throw it into them Walkman doohickeys.
I mean, turn it into a laser disc.
You said it's like more.
Betamax.
It's like more comprehensible. Like more comprehensible now or less?
It's pretty much as incomprehensible as it was before. It's
Okay.
kind of just sounds like it sounds almost like an old speech recorded, but the quality is so bad that you can barely make out words. You can kind of just
that's
hear
easy.
sounds, and you know that it's English.
Enhance.
Rolling
I was
heads.
gonna say, we could use not a burp, but
Getting really in character.
Ollie, Ollie, we could really use some I don't know, some weird science shit. I don't get it. You know about sound waves, I guess. What's going on here, man?
I can try to work to maybe increase the
Polarity is the word of the evening.
Here's the thing, Nick actually knows about fucking record players, that's why I'm like calling him in right now.
Well, it might be as simple as the speakers might not be like 100% wired correctly. There could be a short or something, and maybe we're just not hearing everything at 100% clarity.
Well, get your little tiny fingers in there and find out, man.
I'd imagine he had slender fingers, not tiny fingers.
Like dainty.
He's got salad fingers.
Get your little
Jesus
salad fingers in
Christ.
there, man. A little bit of ranch.
Get your pee in his fingers.
So I'm gonna try to just rewire the unit so that it's like not so poorly done, Artemis.
Hey, it was that. Talk to Mitch over at Hellbat Records.
How about records? Ba-da-da-da-da-da. There it is.
All right, so I'm gonna, I guess, you want to do. What do we want to check roll here?
I think maybe Tinker.
That would. I think this would be, believe it or not, calculate,
Yeah.
which is figure out robots, machines, etc., etc. So this
Yeah, that
being
makes a little more
a
sense.
machine.
This is a machine.
God damn, dude, this kid built the best fucking character. What are you guys doing? Where the hell are you at?
Fucking up, talking
This-
in a dumb accent. That's what I'm doing.
This
Sneaking, that's for sure.
this kid's rolling sixes like it's his fucking job. God damn.
I'm just calling.
All right, so he yeah, and yeah, you've got one kid that thinks he's fucking invisible, another kid that talks with a southern twang, and
What if he doesn't even have like that's the twist? Clint doesn't even have a southern accent.
Yeah, he's just from Delaware. He just wants to be cool. Just wants to be different.
yeah, it turns out that Clint was actually born in like a Philadelphia suburb.
And he's been murdering kids from Delaware.
We figured it out. We got it, guys.
He's the creeper. Fuck.
Creeper, you got me.
It's that
That's
mustache.
actually a
that's in the
boyish Rory.
All right, so Oliver plays with the cords running from the speakers into the unit, and is able to get a much more stable connection, and the audio clears up. And all you're hearing is speech, and it's just a string of letters and numbers. Just a man speaking a string of letters and numbers. And then at one point he stops, and you hear the phrase "Blue Rose," and then repeats another string of letters and numbers.
Is it the same? Is it like on a loop or?
It's a different string of numbers, but the,
Okay.
the process repeats, where he says a string of numbers and letters, then says "Blue Rose," then another string of letters and numbers, followed by "Blue Rose," and this repeats over and over again.
Oh,
Already sitting there listening if there's a pattern in the numbers or letters.
Of course he is.
I,
Would you
I
say
didn't want to overblow the autistic jokes, but I was about to say, Artie, this is your area, man.
this really comprehend?
Yes.
Shit.
Using your skills of comprehension, you determine that the string of letters and numbers have no observable patterns or significance to anything otherwise.
I think it might be some sort of an encrypted phrase, and might be able to figure it out, trying to break the encryption code. how we only get one use per game of the iconic item
Yeah, per session.
per session.
Yes.
Okay. So then I think I'd like to use my Macintosh computer.
All right. Well, it fails immediately because it's a Macintosh. Try again.
Listen, the Macintosh XL in 1985. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna try to use my iconic item to run a decryption program on the string of letters and numbers.
Alrighty.
So I just
So
use it-
yeah, so this would be your calculate roll plus 2 bonus dice.
Right. So I just
And guys, don't forget about your luck points. You guys have luck points you can
Oh,
use to
fuck.
get extra
I totally
rolls.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Luck points are they're sessional, right?
Yeah, they're per session. So like if you have 2 luck points, you can use both of them in a single roll and then you're fucked for the rest of the session, but next session you get them back.
And then there's push too. Did we like thoroughly go over push?
Yeah, you can push yourself in order to get an extra roll as well.
Yeah.
Well, you take
Alright.
a
You
condition.
take a condition, yeah.
You get 1 extra roll, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get 1 extra bonus roll, but he successfully was able to run a decryption on the string of letters and numbers. Hold on, I gotta add this to my notes real quick. All right, so Oliver runs a program on his computer to see if there are any relevant patterns or any numbers that make sense, anything that makes sense in what the man was saying. And what he comes across are a set of coordinates, latitude and longitude, that point directly to Crow's Perch Woods. And you
like
can
a point within Crow's Perch.
Yeah, it's deeper into the woods, so you can express that to the group however you wish.
So, I can't be 100% sure, but this would make sense. It sounds like the first segment of that phrase could be latitude, and then after the blue rose, he says the longitude. When you look at it on a map, it kind of points us to a pretty deep section of the woods, and I don't think that's a coincidence. I mean, these kids disappeared, and one of them died in those woods, and this is pointing us right there.
I think we should definitely figure out where it is and go check it out.
How did he hear that though? That's what I want to know.
What?
It took your fancy computer.
You can't hear me?
No. I'm talking about how did Johnny hear that?
That's a good question. I like that.
That is a good question.
Like, how did he figure it out?
Maybe John was a big old nerd. We don't know. Maybe he just threw footballs, but he's a big old nerd. He
But
got
he
his
made my
Macintosh
boo.
himself.
You got good.
I mean,
Gone full Boomhauer.
it could be subliminal messaging, but I mean, there could have been someone who helped him out.
And what's the blue rose? Anybody? Does that ring a bell for anyone? What's that mean? Is there any kind of monument nearby? Something like that? What's blue rose?
I don't know.
I
Maybe
can't.
it's got something to do with the loot.
Fucking loops, man.
Can I check my beautiful brain? See if anything comes up.
Yeah, if you wanna try and comprehend anything about
Nope.
Blue Rose, no, it doesn't ring a bell.
I'm gonna follow suit there.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I'll just.
All right, so Oliver thinks long and hard, and he's thinking about Blue Rose. And he remembers that he heard it somewhere in town, but he just doesn't know where. He either saw it or he heard somebody say it. He maybe overheard it, but he doesn't know where from. But he knows for certain that he has heard it or seen it written somewhere in town.
Now, I. It sounds so familiar, but I can't place it. Whew, yeah, it definitely it has something to do with what's going on. I don't know what it could be.
Well, we got an exact coordinate somewhere. We should at least check out. Maybe we head there. The Blue
Well,
Rose
isn't-
thing. I mean, clearly we got some kind of lead. It's something you've seen before.
Isn't it
What I
Crow's?
mean.
Isn't it Crow? Didn't those kids say that Crow's Perch was all closed up though?
We went there and we couldn't get past it, right?
Oh, yeah, shouldn't
That
have
just
done
means
that.
you gotta try to.
They told you, but you didn't necessarily try to get
That's
it.
right. That's
Well,
right.
do we have a little bit of daylight we're working with this time?
The sun is going down. It's getting later. You guys have been going around town to check out all of these places,
Yeah.
and hanging out at the hideout. It took some
After school.
it took some time after school to for him to run that program, get the record all set up. So it's
What do we-
the
we're-
sun
we're-
the sun is going down, but
We're in spring.
Maybe we can
Snack
swing
food.
by the hardware store and see if we can get ourselves some like flashlights or something.
smart.
It's actually a pretty good idea. Yeah. I like that, Maxine. That's some, we want to be able to see what we're doing out there, right? We gotta get some kind of equipment.
Hey Matt,
And Oliver's character is cool with Mr. Friedman, so
it's true. I just didn't know if yeah, let's go. Let's
Wait a minute. Are you guys? It's gonna be dark. The people died out there.
No, I'll get some flashlights.
we'll have flashlights.
Yeah, we'll be all right, Artie. I mean,
Oh,
I have a
flashlight.
pocket
Alright.
knife.
can you really sleep okay tonight, knowing there's some weird shit going on? We found coordinates to some place exactly where one kid died, another kid went missing.
Yeah, but I don't want to die.
Can I roll
Yeah, but we're 4 kids.
to kind of get a
But remember, Artie, Artemis, your drive is that everything dark and strange must be brought to the light.
Yeah. No, I know.
Especially the dark.
So internally, you should be screaming at
no,
the chance.
I am. Like he's really conflicted about it, but at the same time, he's terrified of going out there at night.
Artie, listen, Artie.
I'm gonna roll.
Well,
the-
Artie, your pride is to be able to overcome. So maybe overcome your fear. And now, Maxine, what are you doing?
I'm gonna roll lead to see if I can kind of.
Yes! All right, she's gonna roll lead to see if she can get you cunts together. Oh! So,
There it is.
so Maxine, being
guys.
the natural born leader, has rallied to get you guys together.
Listen up. We're gonna swing over to the hardware store, see Mr. Milton, see if we can't get us something to light up our path, and maybe look around, see if we can find something to help make you feel more comfortable about being out in the woods. Maybe
All
some
right.
hammers.
All right.
We're gonna be alright.
Okay.
We're gonna be all right.
All right, so you guys are all now successfully led, and let's see with that bonus.
We're all hard because we're preteen boys. We're like, oh.
With the
shit.
with the bonus, I'm gonna give you one free opportunity to lead again in the future. So add that into your character notes. You'll be able to use that at one point. One freebie, one free lead. Because honestly, getting these kids to venture into where one kid is missing and one has died is no small feat. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are gonna go to Freeman's Hardware to get geared up.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. So it's getting late, but he's still open. The dim lights kind of just doesn't really give you a great feeling, but it's just, you know, that old town store feel. And Mr. Friedman hears the bell. Are you shopping this late?
Hey guys, I don't have any money.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Like, what's the
Well,
Like I said, Oliver's cool with Mr. Friedman, so he might be able to work something out.
I kind of already have a little bit of tab. Mr. Friedman and I kind of worked out that I can pay some things off as I go, but the thing here is he's probably not gonna want to sell me a flashlight given this circumstance. So might take a little bit.
Well, since he's your anchor, you kind of have an edge. Since you've worked up such a rapport.
I'm gonna suggest maybe I can like work around the shop. Like I don't have any money, but I could come and help you out around the shop.
If you wanna try and work that out with him, by all means, you could try and charm that if you want to do something like that.
Okay. So do we want to try to see if Ollie can get something on his tab, or do we want to?
Yeah, I mean they're just flashlights. Whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, I'll
I figure if Ollie like talking to him doesn't work, Maxine can kind of sweeten the deal with that.
Yeah.
The job opportunity, yeah.
So, I guess I guess I can roll empathize or charm.
Let's see.
Or would it be a contact thing?
I would say probably, given the circumstances, probably empathize, because you're gonna be like, hey, I don't have any money on me right now, but like, you know, I'm just trying to get some fleshlights, check out some stuff.
Just trying to get my cum on, buddy.
Nice.
Well, but like I said, since he's your anchor, I'm going to kind of just make it so that he's like, well, look, Ollie, I know you wouldn't ask me for these things if you didn't need them for something, and I know you'll bring them back. I got a couple here. Let me grab some batteries for you, and you guys can go do your thing.
Clint says, Ollie, some walkie-talkies too, though. We might want some walkie-talkies in case we get separated. We need the talkies. Somebody get the talkies.
Since we're
Tell me again about the talkies.
since we're gonna be playing this game, I might want to throw in a couple walkie-talkies per team.
Walkie-talkies. Oh, I see. You guys are playing that, what's that night tag game you guys are always playing? Manhunt. Alright. Alrighty. Look, I know you guys are good for him. You know that if you break it, you bought it, but I don't think you guys will, damage anything, so. Alright, here you go. They've got the channel switchers at the top, volume switchers on the left, push to talk buttons on the left-hand side as well. Let me just write this down in my ledger here. Alright, silver, 4 walkie-talkies, 4 flashlights. The batteries are on the house. Don't worry about them. Alrighty, you kids enjoy. I'm closing up shop. Just dropping by tomorrow after school.
Thanks a lot. Hey, did any of that stuff that you said was gonna be coming in, did that make it out here already?
You know, surprisingly enough, my shipment's been late. I'm really sorry about that, kid.
Oh, no, thanks. Just, let me know tomorrow when I drop them off, or I'll check back in.
I'll be sure to do that, son. You kids take care.
Thank you, Mr. Friedman. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Friedman.
Alright, so are you guys going to Crow's Perch?
am I muted?
No, you're here.
Okay. Yeah, no, wow. Like, cause Artie was like perusing the store.
Uh-huh.
And I, grabbed a hatchet. Sneakily.
Alrighty, so
You're a sneaky motherfucker,
you
right?
have a hatchet. This boy is armed.
I gotta pee. Don't wait for me. I'll be right back.
Oh god, that's like, we use like 10 flights, right? He's got 10 flights to go? He's got 10
Oh,
flights
like,
to
yeah,
go
it's
for
like,
his fist?
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I just,
because Artie's terrified, and like I want to mention like he's terrified of the hatchet as well, but like
I just gave you a hatchet that will give you a +1 to any body rolls.
okay,
So when you use the hatchet, you'll get a +1 to your roll.
okay,
One more d6.
I just want to voice my displeasure with ripping off my
Anchor.
anchor.
That's cool. That's good. That's good.
So, like, he already gave us some pretty cool stuff. I don't know that there was...
well yeah, I'll return when we're done. It's just
But Oliver is so driven to solve this mystery so that he can get some attention that he was willing to kind of straddle that moral gray area, because deep down he knows that he's going to return them, and he knows that he would take care of the devices that he gave him. But yes, he is a little conflicted about this. Very good. I like that.
So listen, just, when we're done with all this, just promise me you'll bring them back, and, you'll tell Mr. Friedman.
Well, leave.
I'll bring the hatchet back.
Yeah,
The hatchet's sturdier than the flashlights and the walkie-talkies, so...
there.
Unless it's like a metal, like a metal thing, and it breaks the
Yeah,
hatchet.
time just have a bottle ready to go.
All right, so whenever you're ready, whatever you're doing next.
Yeah, I guess we'll head to
The woods.
the woods.
All right.
Check out this so-called blockade.
All right, so just for reference, we're just going to go to the map real quick, so we can see here where Friedman's hardware is versus where the woods are. So
In
the
all
top,
seriousness, I appreciate when you do this because it actually does help kind of keep everything in scope.
so in the time that it took you guys to get across town, the sun is very far down. It's basically night, but it's just there's just that subtle little bit that is still kind of hanging on.
Hey, wait, what's the deal with everyone else's parents? Because like my mom doesn't like she works like all the time, so she's never home. That's why I'm always like out. But like, do your parents care?
My mom is pretty much absent and a drug addict, and my dad is just like a single dad who's like,
Just like pretty much everyone else before I met the three of you, my parents really pretty much treat me like I'm invincible.
Yeah, my mom, she's
Dude, your
passed
guys,
out.
I have to say, your guys' backstories all mesh together really well. Like, I really like how that came
Parents
together.
suck, let's hang out.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I really, I'm actually really enjoying that.
Yeah,
All right.
My
that's
daddy's
cool.
out in the Seattle loop, so and mom, she's passed out from the work, man. We're all right.
All right,
Alright.
so you guys get to the woods, and all you know is that last time that kid told you that they were blocked off. Um, do you want to investigate deeper?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
Yep.
Hmm.
So, let's see. Um, did this not save my settings? Okay. No, it did. All right, we're good. This map should be black for you, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Alrighty.
Fog of War is enabled.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. So, you arrive at the front of the woods here, and you can see a clearing, which is the obvious path to go. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a token on the map for where you guys are, just kind of as a group. It's fucking enormous, though.
Oh, there we go.
I get to select. Oh my god, this interface is.
It's a little.
It takes.
I
It
was gonna
takes.
say, I've been listening to Phil bitch about this for fucking 2 years. So.
No, yeah, it's a little rough.
Like there are some things about Roll20 that's really awesome, but there's other things that is just like, fuck. Like,
Oh,
it's
I
the
know
things
why
that
I
you
was
would
on the
think would be
wrong
so simple.
fucking layer.
This audio is so fucking familiar, I can't place it.
Sounds like straight up Silent Hill.
I would probably give you money if you guess where this is from.
Well, keep your money, because I can't.
All right, so you see the obvious path.
Oh, you're not gonna tell me? I have blue balls now. Come on.
I will tell you at the end of the mystery.
Okay, alright, fair play.
Figure the mystery out.
It was God. He did everything. He just let it happen. Can you believe that?
If anything, it was Sansa's fault.
Damn it, Sansa. Alright, guys, what do you think? Should we head in?
Ain't no use standing out here.
Alrighty. So, you move forward down the path, and there is a large rock blocking the way, just as the kids told you. But you can see off to the right that there's there's just some shrubbery that you should be able to kind of sneak around it, given you had the right tools.
Like a hat.
Like a hatch.
Like a hatchet. A stolen hatchet.
You beautiful bastard.
Not mad now, are we?
All right, so Artemis would have
Yeah, it
to
was it.
roll force to clear the shrubbery.
Force?
Yes. You son of a bitch.
I didn't roll that with the hatchet either.
That's fine. You got it.
Yeah. No, is that only a one-time? Is that only a one-time bonus use, or is that like any
Each time you use the hatchet in a useful
Okay.
manner, it gives you a
Okay.
+1. Now it's pretty dark, so you can't see very far. If you guys care to turn on your flashlights, it'll give you a bigger radius.
Is on.
So now you can see a little bit farther down the path, and you see that it kind of goes on straight. And you can see the boulder here that was blocking you before, and the path you're in currently is just surrounded. It's a bit of a dead end where it is currently.
So
What's
we
that
can-
down there to the right?
Yes, you can move down this way. This is pretty much your only path.
Yeah.
So you advance down the path.
There's a fork in that road up there. You guys want to go north or east?
Well, I'd say north.
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to like forget my like video game instincts of complete the entire map.
Yeah.
Well, there could be.
That's 2 out of 4 though. So
I
yeah,
mean,
let's
if
do
you
that.
want to peek down the east path, we could at least see what's over there, see if there's anything useful.
We do have walkie-talkies.
That's true.
Split up.
We could split up.
Love that split up. Always split up.
So do we want to?
If you shine your flashlight, you see that to the east is a dead end.
Thanks, Ryan. Thank you, buddy. Hey, let's go north.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
Artie
So
still walks to the east and checks out the dead end.
roll for nothing. There's nothing there. All right. So you guys do happen to come across a fork in the road, though. Are you guys gonna split up?
I say we should cover more ground.
Okay. Because I'm just gonna make a separate marker for each of you.
Okay.
Who
Alright,
wants to
what's
be
that?
green? Which two of you?
I'm gonna be bread.
Are we doing the same? I guess we're gonna split. Artie are gonna go off and do whatever they do when no one else is around.
Yeah, he's gonna pull his cloak out again. No, I think that's kind of
wanna see
fun.
my
Though.
cloak?
Artie and I have like a pre-existing relationship.
Yeah,
about
you do.
blowjobs. And it's kind of cool that Maxine is like the cool chick in school, and Ollie's like the nerd, and they kind of always break off. I don't know. I think that's a cool grouping.
All right. So, which directions would you like to go?
This would be a wholesome Netflix show.
Yeah, dude, we'll get there. Don't worry. Couple more years.
Who's going north and who's going west?
Parties of the West.
Okay, that's what I was thinking too. We're on the same page, Artie.
All right.
Of course, that works out.
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. So you guys go west, and you guys have gone north, and you come across yet another boulder in the road. But alas, this one does not have a bush that would be very easily traversable.
Could we take a look around and maybe see if there's anything
Absolutely.
in the area?
Absolutely.
Pertinent.
Yeah, you can roll for that for sure.
Okay.
Just do like an investigate.
Alright. Nothing.
Don't forget about your fucking luck points.
Or push yourself.
Or yeah, and you can also push if you feel like taking a condition, shit like that. Ollie can investigate as well here.
Yeah. I'll also investigate around. And
Damn.
all
Guys,
right, I guess
you're gonna have to fucking rely on fucking Clint.
I was gonna say I'll push
I'm
myself.
gonna
Hang
use.
on, I was gonna real quick. In the interest of just like setting a rule for like the future, I have that thing that I can give to someone. Does that count if we're not together?
I would say for continuity's sake, you'd probably have to like, I guess,
Yeah.
be there to
Okay,
like
okay,
give
sure.
them the morale boost, to give them the extra,
That is.
yeah, give the success.
So I'm gonna use a luck point to re-roll.
Alrighty. If there's no like obvious way to do it with the character sheet, just do a slash roll space, however many d6.
Well, there's a luck point up down, and I just turned it down to 1. I just don't know.
Yeah, for the roll, you would have to do like if the total was 66, you would have to do this with a slash in front of it, like slash roll 66, or however
Okay.
d6 you need to
So
roll.
It's the same thing. It'll still be investigate, right?
Yeah, so it would be 5d6.
Well, it's at -1, right? So
-1 to your luck points to give you 1 extra roll.
all right. So roll 5d6.
Yep. Very nice, 2 successes. All right, so despite the fact that you didn't find anything the first time you didn't bother to look up where there is actually a log going across that you could climb over to get from this path to the one beyond where the boulder is blocking.
Okay. Do we need to like?
Nah, you can just traverse
then
it.
run over?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are kids. You can climb. Y'all
Always
kids
look up.
y'all kids climb like Bran Stark up in this bitch.
Not for long.
Yeah, don't get pushed out of any windows.
Pre Game of Thrones, Bran Stark.
All of 1 episode or 10 chapters, however. You're
Artie and Clint, do you guys want to regroup
yeah.
temporarily, or?
Was there anything of interest that? No.
No, Phil already.
Yeah, Artie's already searched. Artie's searching his clearing. Sorry.
You successfully investigate and find that there is nothing of worth here. You see that there's another very large rock, but there's really nothing of interest or any pathways behind it, so it's not something you decide that it's probably not worth investigating.
I
Over
will.
And remember, you guys have walkie-talkies,
I
so
was gonna say you guys wanna get
That's
stuff
yeah.
Yeah.
Over the walkie-talkie, just say, y'all find anything?
We got-
anything interesting?
We
over there?
got nothing over here. I'm like gripping up. Like I guess Clint's holding like the.
Do you have your walkie-talkie, but you're trying to talk into mine? That's
Oh wait, we all have individual.
I'm here too. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I thought we only had 2. We only had a set. I was gonna say I'm like grabbing it. Okay, but yeah, I'm still doing that.
And the whole
too.
time I'm like, Artie, you have your own. Fuck. You guys find anything over there? What's going on? We don't got shit over here.
Hey guys, we found another path. You have to climb over a log to get over here, but you can go around the rock.
All right, we're on our way.
You have to say over.
10-4.
Clint,
10
you
forward.
gotta say over.
Hey,
You gotta
Max,
say
you didn't
over.
say over. Were you done or?
Tell her she's got to say over.
It's over.
It's over. All right, and shining your flashlights, you can see down this path here.
All right. So we're all back
Proceed.
together.
Proceed.
Proceed. With your flashlights, once again, before you start bickering over directions, the north is a dead end.
Thank you.
I'm fucking hungry.
And you can see just a little ways south past this bend.
All right.
You guys want to keep heading south?
Let's get red. Let's go around the bend.
Around the bend. Let's do it. Get in there.
As you're coming around this bend, you all kind of just have a strange feeling come over you. You're just kind of uneasy about what's going on. You're pretty deep into the woods now, and it's becoming a thing. So you followed this trail, and you've kind of ended up at a clearing. There's no clear path to go, but you just got a gut feeling.
Yeah, I just had a thought that we had those like the latitudinal, the coordinates. The
Mhm.
latitude, can I check a map to see about where we think we are?
I don't think we had him. We didn't grab a map.
Well, he's got his computer, and we can assume.
Oh, is it like a laptopy thing?
Well,
Yeah, this is an alternate history. His Macintosh
that's true.
his
Okay.
Macintosh computer could.
Hey, though, right?
It's a very heavy laptop. It really crushes your lap and destroys your spermies.
Only when it's dropped on your lap.
It's got the hover
right.
technology.
If somebody throws it right at your cock, you're not gonna have kids anymore. Uh-oh.
Thank you.
All right, so then we don't have a map, and I already used my computer for the day.
Oh, this is true.
Yeah.
You could let's see. Let me see what you got here. You could roll a very difficult
has a
calculate
sextant?
roll.
Who has a sextant?
He could roll a very difficult
Oh, I
either
can look at the moon.
let's see.
Look at the moon, dude. Always look up. We just went over this.
Yeah, up in the first place. All right, yeah. So I'll do a.
You can roll a very difficult
Moon read.
calculate
Yeah,
roll.
on the moon are the fucking. The
So this will require 2 successes in order to be a success.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
You motherfucker!
Holy
Dude. Holy shit!
Nick was like, yeah, no problem, bitch. Fucking my god.
Oh
You
my
two,
God.
wait, Does 3 work?
Jesus Christ!
Did I break it?
What's that score mean? Is that bad? Did I break it? Jesus Christ, man. It's because he's got that dirty mind stat with the comprehend. That's just really coming in handy. So you absolutely killed it. And if you didn't, Derek could just be like, here, have a success. And like if you
That's what I was waiting for.
yeah, like if you rolled a 1, he could have given you a success to get it, which is what's
Nice.
cool about this whole thing. Yeah, so you guys, you determined that you are absolutely smack dab where these coordinates point to.
And now I'm really nervous.
Yeah, convey that to your compatriots.
So, from the looks of it, we're about as close to where those coordinates would have pointed us as I can figure. We're gonna want to look around, but we're also gonna want to be really careful.
All we gotta do is find the blue rose. Everyone look for a blue rose.
Yeah, you know.
Artie pulls up his hood, his eagle, like hood, and it comes down and it's got eye holes too.
Of fucking course it does.
Is this tailor made or like store bought?
Huh? This is like
Tailor
something.
made or-
This is like something that he's like been working on.
Oh, okay.
It's
all
his
like
it's his
patchwork.
it's his fucking
It's his-
LARP armor, dude.
It's his fucking pride. It's his pride.
Armor.
All right. So,
It's Stevie Ray Vaughan.
I guess it's. I know that we're here, for sure. I'm gonna investigate a little more.
Well, you also got a bonus effect. I'm trying to decide what that should be.
Oh yeah.
Let's say unexpected.
I'm gonna also give you the you can give a success to another kid should the need arise.
Okay.
Since you've got so many to fucking hand out, apparently. All right, so you guys know where you should be.
All
I
right.
think we should take a peek around. Maybe investigate a little.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Alrighty. So, wow. Yeah, if you guys want to just all roll investigate, we'll just fucking go nuts with it.
Can I?
Yeah, because I figure like we're all looking around. It's not just
Absolutely.
like three of us are just gonna stand there. One looks around.
One on.
Just figure out what your roll would be. Here, I'll look at your sheet real quick.
I think it would be 4d6.
All right, because investigate is mine, so you have 3. Yeah, you can use a luck point to do, and then just do a roll 46.
Oh.
God, you are having awful luck. I'm so sorry.
I really want Maxine to feel included, so I'm gonna give her a success.
All right.
You're a real gentleman, Clint.
Yeah, right.
But Southern
Like, God, do
hospitality.
something, Maxine.
She's trying. She's trying.
I still have a bonus rally.
All right, so she is granted a success from Clint. Just adding that into the chat. All right. Did everybody investigate? Yes. All right. So you guys all have successfully investigated, which is awesome. And because of that, while you're all looking around, you notice that there are a bunch of scraps of paper scattered about, tucked away in the grass and underneath rocks and just kind of all over the place.
Should we gather those up?
Yeah, I scoop one up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all gonna all whatever.
Yeah, just pick them all up.
Yeah.
Whatever we can find.
And then
Is it a book?
No, it's like old dot matrix printer paper with like the holes on the side to feed it through the printer. It's like old dot matrix paperwork, and
Just screeching.
from what you can see, it looks like gibberish. But again, this is an opportunity where you guys can try to comprehend.
Yeah.
Jesus, this fucking guy, dude. Dude, make sure next game you guys fucking go to Friedman's and buy this kid a back brace because he's fucking carrying this team.
Arden's got 2.
I want to re-roll Clint as a fucking computer geek.
Max, you want to roll a comprehend? And yeah.
Yeah, two dummies over here.
That's not our strong suit, man, alright?
Yeah, I'm not sure I get it.
Well, Nick and Artemis both kind of glance up at each other because they both notice the same thing. Because they both happen to grab pieces of the header of whatever document was printed. And outside of all of the other stuff that just kind of looks like code words and just random strings, kind of similar to what you guys heard on the vinyl record, you see at the top of the paper the DARPA symbol and Office 4514 printed on these scraps of paper.
4514?
Yes.
So it's a DARPA header and it just says 4514.
Office 4514.
So nothing like I know I didn't roll a success on comprehend, but nothing like on the paper itself that they can distinguish, just the header itself.
Yeah, everything else on there just looks like code words and strings of numbers. Like I said, it's similar to what they heard on the record. So Artie and Oliver, you guys can convey that to your group here, however you wish.
Artie, are you seeing what I'm seeing here?
Yeah, it's from the the DARP office.
Yep. There's an office number
Is,
on here. It's
isn't that the office in town? Don't we have one in town?
there's a few different DARPA buildings. I just don't know what number that is. Does anyone know anyone who works for DARPA and might know what building or office that might be?
And just for clarity, it's referencing a specific office number within the DARPA building.
Right.
I stay away from DARPA much as I can, but saying that there's something out here where John died, or at least near where John died. You got an office number to them folks?
Office 4514 says it right here.
And these were this is like a ripped up single piece of paper or like
Ye-
single stack of papers?
It's from what you can tell, it's probably multiple documents. They might have been part of the same print job essentially, but it's kind of just they're all shredded.
And we both found separate headers.
Okay.
Yeah, so they were it was another header of another piece of the document.
Well, someone's trying to bury something out here. Ain't just John's body. Something they don't want found out.
Wait, did they bury John's body out here?
I mean, hang on, that was a metaphor there, Artie. Artie, stay with me here. Artie, do me a favor. Stay with me for a second. Fuck, that threw me off.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
That's all right. DARPA comes in and fucks everything up, man. That's what they do. I guess we know where to go next, though. That's our next lead. What else we got out here?
Yeah. Artie, where your dad came here to work for DARPA, right?
That's why we moved here. But then, like, I don't even really know what happened. Everyone tells me he was trying to steal shit, but that wasn't my dad.
Do you remember anything about where he did work?
Shit, I didn't. I don't have anything prepared for Dad, because I don't know. Like, I don't know anything. Like, that was the thing. Like, he did.
No, that's
Well,
fine.
that's
Just
it.
role play
That's
that.
what you have
Yeah,
prepared.
yeah, that's what
Yeah.
you have prepared. Is that?
Yeah, no.
Okay, go ahead.
I just know that he went to get a job and he never came home one day.
Okay, can I roll something to see if Artie remembers anything, or is that just a character choice?
He doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not something he was like he's been like covering up.
Okay.
Like he has not seen his dad since he tried to get a job.
Okay.
And everyone's just been telling him that he's a spy.
Well, hey, listen, I don't think your daddy. I don't know that he was up to anything wrong, but I mean, I just know these folks. They come in. You know, they pull families away from where they want to be. That's just what
Dad
they
wasn't
do,
a
man.
bad. It wasn't a bad person.
I know he wasn't, Artie. That's all right. I believe you, man.
While you guys are talking, you hear the sound of a vehicle approaching, coming up the path. You can see the headlights off in the distance.
Should we try to hide?
I think it's time to sneak.
Time to cheese it, y'all.
Oh!
Artie's out.
There it is. There's the failure.
He throws his cloak over Oliver and
Artie, I was gonna say, Artie, you have a success. You give yours to Oliver.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are snuck. Maxine sneaks. Oh, dude. Yo, I am. Dude, guys, honestly, well done. That's awesome. You guys,
Yeah, that worked out well.
you
man.
guys all managed to sneak into the bushes, and you find yourselves in a familiar dead end.
Oh, I could be wrong, but this is pretty close to where we were when we first got here.
Yeah, we're almost out of here.
Sorry if my cloak smelled like cheese, Oliver.
Hang on. Can we focus on that for just a second? Why does it smell like cheese, Artie? Can you tell?
I work at a pizza shop. Across town.
It smells like grande mozzarella.
It was
Grande mozzarella. Yeah, sorry if my cloak smells like grande mozzarella.
it was mac and cheese day at school.
Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, well, all right. So you guys managed to sneak past the vehicle, and considering where you were at and what you just found, it was probably a wise move to go ahead and get the fuck out of there. So, you guys successfully made your way through Crow's Perch Woods and gleaned a new clue.
I think our next step is to hit the DARPA offices.
Is that Einstein?
That is Einstein.
Oh my God, he's straining. Is he pooping real bad?
I was gonna say it's getting dark, so DARPA offices might be tough. Right?
Yeah.
Also, we're at a perfect stopping point. I
Yeah.
just threw you guys back to the hideout just to get out of the old Seawood, Collinswood.
Just just for flavor, I'd like to say Clint's brought some just stupid ass machinery for him to fucking work on just when he's bored or not thinking, wants to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or whatever. Just kinda
Artemis can listen to his record in much better fucking quality.
I'm gonna probably move some of my tinkering computer stuff over here rather than leave it at home.
Okay, perfectly. Yeah, so
I
before
also
we
want to add that Artemis is the love notes from Johnny's locker are like now arranged in his little like room area. I have them all like pinned to the wall.
So we can read them now?
Yeah. They're okay.
Can you read them to us right now?
Go-
Just fire one off. Fire one off. Send us off, buddy.
how about a limerick? Lambert,
Rebecca-
what a prick.
Pretty good.
I want to just do XP real quick.
Alright.
Did you participate in the session? If so, add 1 XP.
Oh, are we doing that ourselves? I don't know.
Yeah. Just click the boxes. Yeah. So.
Oh, okay.
Click the box. Boomer.
Have you been in trouble because of your problem or relationships? Now remember, trouble is like any kind of like event. I'm gonna go ahead and say you guys all fit the bill for that because you all made your way through the woods. You fucking connived some information. Yeah, I'm gonna give you guys all an XP with that.
Cool. All right.
Did any of you use or struggle with your pride? I know Artemis did.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think when I used the iconic item, I was not backing down from a hard problem.
I would say honestly that, and I would say that and the fact that you faced your problem of feeling as though you're invisible by kind of forcing yourself to cross a moral line with taking equipment from Mr. Friedman, so definitely take an XP for that.
Could I get a point for rolling to lead since I stubbornly wouldn't let everybody kind of like hammer on the topic and kind of was like, come on, get it together and let's go in the woods.
Yeah, because your pride is that you stubbornly won't give up on any problem. So, yes, absolutely. Take an XP.
Look out behind you, Clint.
Ah! Fucking creepers here.
Did anyone put themselves at risk for the other kids?
Already
Definitely
did.
Maxine.
I was gonna say maybe when I was talking to Mr. Ryan, I know it's not like my fucking life is on the line or anything. But
No, that was. I would say I would agree with that.
Yeah. And Maxine definitely did by trying to sneak into the house and getting caught.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
then
take an XP for that.
Artemis as well for actually successfully sneaking in.
For
with
managing to do what Maxine could not.
All right. And then have you learned something new? What is it? Obviously, you guys all learned something new. You learned that this whole thing is somehow tied to the DARPA office. So if you all want to take an XP for that as well, by all means. And if you want to spend your skill points, it's 5 skill points, or 5 experience will get you 1 skill point in any skill you want to put a skill into.
So attributes stay the same, but skills you can.
Yes, yeah. Attributes will only change when you encounter a birthday where you turn a year older. You'll get another attribute, but you will lose a luck point.
Okay, makes sense.
Are birthdays random or are they set?
I imagine you guys could pick a birthday.
All right. I just spent.
I think they're probably more for like.
Go to back.
The way I would treat a birthday is that if we finish this campaign or this mystery and we do another mystery that takes place either in Middleton or takes place around the same characters, then we would assume you all had a birthday, so you all go up in 1 age, you get 1 attribute and lose 1 luck point.
Okay.
Just for ease of use.
Alright, so then I'm gonna use
So
I
just
increase.
go ahead.
Sorry.
yeah. You just increased your investigate?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I did move.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna increase my program.
I'm gonna increase force.
Alrighty. So then just uncheck 5 XP check marks to pay for your skill, and you're all set.
So if the experience. Okay. Yeah. So that's right. The only level up is when you have your birthday.
Yeah.
Your experience bar will just fill up and then.
Yeah, but it maxes out at 10, so if you're like
So you
holding...
gotta spend them.
Yeah, so if you're holding on to XP...
Gotta
and,
spend them to have them.
Yeah, so you're...
As the saying
It's...
goes.
Yeah, it's...
Don't make money.
Yeah, it's going to behoove you to just spend them at the end of each session when you can. Since you have a maximum of 5 that you can learn per session, you're going to want to use them. And you can't use them like in the middle of the session. You can't be like, oh, let me just spend my skill points and then do this roll. Since it's the end of the session, I figured I'd let you guys all do that now.
Nice.
But no, yeah, this is good. I'm glad you guys got into the Crow's Perch depths because I bought that tile set so that I could make that, and I think it was awesome. I think having the Fog of War was cool. I liked that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the whole session was really fun. I thought this was a really good one.
What is Things from the Flood? I'm looking
That's
at that other.
It's a '90s version of Tales from the Loop.
Oh, 90s.
It takes
Ooh.
place in the '90s.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, so like we could do that.
Yeah.
We
We
could all
already
be-
lived the '90s though, didn't we?
Yo, dude, dead ass. No, dude, dead ass. Like, if
We
we...
just put the background music as Sublime the entire time.
Jesus Christ.
I'm out.
Yes, sir.
No, if we... Because, like, honestly, I would love to do a few more mysteries with your guys' characters and probably in Middleton. Or if not, maybe a town over or something. And if it reaches a point where you guys turn 16... or you're about to, then we can do like Things from the Flood.
Things from the that would be cool. Yeah.
Like
to
port
them it's like-
port your characters over to the new game and give that a whirl.
All right. It's like fucking It chapters 1 and 2. We're growing up now.
Yo, dude, that's honestly fucking
that's
cool.
right?
Yeah, no,
That's
a cool idea.
fucking cool. Yeah,
we
dude.
venture back to
Revenge,
Littleton,
dude. Revenge of the Creeper.
That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool to do.
Like a 10-year.
Yeah, in 10 years we'd be what 20? We'd be in our 20s.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
that would
where
be
we are now,
fucking
what's that?
sick.
I like that.
I like that very much. I like that very much.
Yeah, I think Tales from the Loop just passed its Kickstarter like a couple things from what is it?
Things from the Flood.
Things from the Flood. Like a couple weeks ago, so they like just released the PDFs, and the book, I think if I read correctly, like isn't ready just yet, but like the PDFs are out there, and apparently it's really cool. People are enjoying
Oh
it.
shit! This time you can die.
If
Yeah.
it's,
The first thing it says, this time you can die.
Yeah.
is that what it says?
Yeah, it's this loop in this new, in the world of Loop, this new RPG in it's the 90s now, and things are different. This time you can die.
Oh shit.
Oh, dude, that will be fucking awesome. That will be
Yep.
so awesome.
What's the age range? I'm curious. Like, is it another kids game? Like you play as kids, or
I'm trying to.
because the coming back to
Right.
Middleton thing would be super cool. if we could
Stakes
play
are
once.
higher.
It says teens growing up in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Teens growing up in the 90s, eh?
Right.
I wonder if we could find a way to like modulate everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way that Ryan couldn't just tweak it a little bit. Like if
Yeah,
there's
tweak it for us being in our 20s.
Yeah, I can, like, honestly, this system is so easy to get into and use. Like, I can just say, you're allowed to be older and change the
Right.
fucking soundtrack and play it the same way in a different era.
Yeah.
Like, this, like, it's really just, like, all of these tabletop RPGs are just a
Dude,
framework.
but speaking of this system, I fucking love it so far. It's
Yo,
really
dude,
fun.
I think the simplicity is amazing.
Yeah.
It focuses on the story. Like, you guys have
Yeah.
made awesome progress in what I've laid out. I'm actually really excited to get into some of the next shit. We'll probably wrap up this mystery in the next probably 3 sessions. I'm gonna
Okay.
say 3 sessions.
And you're gonna record from here on out?
Yeah. I'm gonna record from here on out more than
Because I'm gonna be in. I think what's today? Next Wednesday I'm good, and then the Wednesday after that I'm gonna be in Italy.
Well, we should probably. I'd rather just kind of skip a session rather than.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Yeah, if it's gonna be that quick.
Yeah, we could just hold 1 week.
Yeah, because I wrote out this plot line to just make sure that it moved and so that we got to experience a couple different things.
Yeah.
It'll be
Nice,
sweet.
nice trial run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then, like, now that I'm getting a little bit more experienced, I can go like mega giga balls deep into the next one.
Giga Daddy Dick. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll just have it wrap with you guys at your hideout. I don't think any of you took any conditions, but if you do, you can clear them. You guys did your XP, you leveled up skills, and we're fucking... Yeah, we're it.
All right. That was fucking
we're
fun,
it.
guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
It
good.
was a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I guess next Wednesday, right?
Yeah, we'll pick up next week, and same as before. I'll do a quick recap of what happened this session, and we'll take it from there.
Let me know what you do with the, like, I don't know if there's any way you can send me the recording or something.
I'm gonna upload it to my YouTube channel, and you can watch it there. I'll send you
Is
the
that
link
just
when it's done.
Murderbeam_TV?
I don't have anything up there yet, so it's just a string of bullshit. They changed their thing
Right.
where it's like, oh, you have to try to get a name, and it's like, all right, whatever.
Right.
So.
Okay, yeah, let me know. And
Yep.
That way.
The artwork for Things for the Flood looks fucking awesome.